been out doing grocery shopping because I need to, and with working, I just feel like I don't have any time. Well, with working and an hour drive home, to the cabin, right? It just feels like I have no time to myself sometimes. So, yesterday I rested all day long, which I needed really badly. And this morning, I needed to go after groceries and supplies, some for the office. So I have done that, and now I'm driving back toward home, the cabin. Coming up next weekend is Overland Expo West in Flagstaff, Arizona. I will be there. See if you can find me. I am not teaching classes this time. I hope you guys can hear me. I've got the air conditioner running. I feel tired this morning. You know, I think the interactions I've just had were tired me out a little bit. And it was mostly some new people showed up in this area, and they were up at Sanders at the grocery store, and they dumped a 25-pound bag of dog food on the ground in Bash's parking lot, which makes all the res dogs show up. And then they're all like, oh, the poor dog, it's just had puppies. Oh, the poor dog. They're not poor dogs. They live there. They belong to families. Somebody, school yourself on res dogs before you, dump dog food somewhere. It's not helpful. So then, because Wendy's in the car, the res dogs are chasing me in the car, chasing my car out of the parking lot. And I can't see them. And I mean, my car's little, but it doesn't matter whose car it would have been. You couldn't see the dog. They were trying to bite my tires as I'm driving. This is really, really, really annoying. So please, people, learn about res dogs before you come to an area near the res, because you might not realize you're on res, but you are. So Sanders technically is a res town. You know, crap happens. Okay. Yes, I'm driving. Oh, no, I don't want to stop it. I want to do this. I want to do this. I want to do this. And I can't do any more right now, my moderators, who are wonderful. I love you guys. If I can keep you rolling while I'm driving, there's a couple of dead spots. I might lose you. You might get scrolling around when I'm doing that. I don't know if it's clearer right now. Video-wise, be clearer right now. Anyways, the res dog situation. Then I went to put gas in the car. And, you know, I have a pretty good guess about how much to put in the car, okay? In the gas tank. And I looked at it and I was like, yeah, between 10 and the handle didn't click off, and it just poured gas on the ground. Not a lot, almost $1 worth. Probably more than $1 worth. Probably a good half gallon went on the ground. Anyways, and then I'm running in trying to get them to put kitty litter on it. And she goes, we don't have kitty litter. And I was like, well, okay. Oh, please don't turn around, cop. That cop saw me with the phone on the steering wheel. Yeah, he didn't turn around. But, in Arizona, it's illegal to use a phone while you're driving. I know. Shame me, whatever. I didn't want to be late. guys are important. I'm not looking at your comments yet. Please remember, if you really need me to see a comment or you have a question, to please put 3 uppercase Q's. And if I get a chance to come back and watch the live later, I'll answer them if I can. I don't know. You know, today's a weird day. I really didn't want to come out at all. But the truth was, I had nothing to feed Wendy. And she's my fur baby now, right? So, or my fur child. And I can't let her go hungry, so I had to go grocery shopping. And while I was out, I grabbed some extra cups and plates and stuff for the shop. And it wasn't a fantastic price, but I got a couple of steaks for me, and paper towels and Pellegrino. Probably won't have to do much shopping before Wednesday. Okay, so Overland Expo next weekend, Thursday, Friday, no, yeah, I think Thursday, Friday, no, I'm wrong, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday for public. And yeah, Overland Expo normally has about 29,000 attendees. That's not the vendors and stuff. It's basically a trade show with camping and classes for people who travel the world, but also travel vehicle-based. So vehicular-based travel. Some of them, especially a lot of the experts, have been vehicular-based world travelers. Michael from Drive the Globe will be there. He and my friend Candy Sheenan, and others. I mean, I just don't know the other people as well as Michael and Candy. The guy, I can't remember his first name. They're all doing a vintage vehicle expedition. When Expo is over, they'll leave Flagstaff and they'll slowly make their way over to New Mexico, mostly dirt. So there's the first spot I drove through. Hopefully you're getting a clear picture. Let's turn the camera around because I can. Well, was it yesterday? Tailgate table, that new tailgate table. Well, this is the first time I've driven after I made that little improvement. And yay! The rattle stopped. I had this rattly sound I couldn't get rid of. This tank. And I wasn't pushing my gas pedal normally. And that going up that hill, I slowed down a little bit. Anyway, so yeah, I stopped the rattle in the back door. Yay! Woo! That's nice. What else is going on? The guys have been working on my rig, getting me ready for the event. Tuesday, I'm having it detailed. Now, I'm hiring the best detailer in the area, even though my paint isn't perfect and other things aren't perfect. I like a good, clean car, and when you go to a show, it's still not determined yet whether I'm actually in the showcase or not. But they usually try to find space for my tracker in the showcase. So, because of that, I want my rig to be really as shiny and neat and clean as possible. And because it sat for a couple of years, I could clean it pretty good, but detailers just do a better job. So I'm having it detailed. I can afford it right now. Some of you who are members will already know that Thursday I became completely debt-free. Completely. I have one question about one person that I haven't been able to reach. Staff, just before my engine blew, they had given me a donation/loan. I didn't want it. I tried to refuse it, but they seemed like they were going to be offended. I'm hoping I can find them to find out about paying them that money back. That's the only possible monies for insurance. I have a monthly payment due for cloud storage, but that's all I have. So I think I'm telling you correctly. Pretty sure that's correct. So right now, I'm so freaking close to the back patio being fully enclosed. And yes, I need to find a way to set the cell phone up so I can drive and film and talk at the same time, okay? So let's see. Yes, yes, the blue, you remember, please don't be upset, anybody. Please, the lady that sold me the car, if you're listening, don't be upset by this. It wasn't ever intended to upset you. But the blue hoopty car, as I called it originally, was completely rebuilt, kind of, and completely fixed, and it was sold, and I paid Stan, and Stan and I split the extra amount left over from the sale of the blue car, so I have a little bit of savings right now. Woohoo, woohoo, woohoo. Big woohoo, okay? Jess told me, I know I'm talking fast, I feel like. Jess told me that he will most likely, unless something changes, he will most likely finish the back patio this week. He is actually building me screen doors from scratch. And I think he's kind of at the stage of doing trim, finishing up the flashing on the roof, and building the screen doors, and fixing up the dead spot. Sorry, driving, you can see the landscape going by the window. Anyway, so Jess still wants to continue helping me. So we're going to continue working this neighborly, friendly relationship of him working and helping me do things while I work and make money, or go to events. So I forgot to ask him. I will be. So from that, I feel like that was a lot just then. When I get home to the cabin, I totally forgot to order my cooking fuel for when the weather's bad. And so the last couple of days I've been cooking on the campfire. And I have it ordered now, but I don't have any at the house. So I'll be doing some cooking on the campfire this afternoon. I'll be washing laundry, and I'm going to do everything I can to try to take a shower at home at the cabin. Let's see, what's that all about? I bought chicken livers and gizzards so I can make Wendy's dog food from scratch. I prefer, yes, I let her have raw food, but I don't have a freezer. So being careful with not wanting it to spoil, I cook a lot of her food. And I'm going to make her a pot of rice today so she can have rice and chicken livers and gizzards and stuff like that together. So she'll have good food cooked for this week. What else? Quickly, I'm sort of like I don't know what else to tell you. I'm not doing a big build inside the tracker. I nearly bought a dog bed at Dollar General just now to fill in that 5 or 6 inch gap because I don't have the ammo crate that I've always had. But then I remembered that on my way to Flagstaff, I can probably stop at a Sportsman's Warehouse, and they usually have them on the shelf. And that would fill in that gap between the floor and the seat. Wendy and I came out in the tracker yesterday and took a nap in the tracker. The C6 company gave me that lovely Rev tent, but they didn't provide me any way to drive with it on the roof. So the guy, I think his name was Dave at the company, was going to work with me on that, I thought, but I haven't heard from him. So I will not be traveling with the Rev tent because I don't have a way to carry it. End of story. Whew. And then Stan has decided that he really wants to go to Zuki-Palooza, which is in Cottonwood, the weekend after. So the 23rd, 24th, 25th, and some of them will be around for the 26th. Now, I don't think I'm going to be around for Monday. I think I'm going to try to come home. There's a rumor, but I don't have confirmation, that my son might show up that weekend. I'll find out. I don't know yet. But Stan said, pay for the campground in Cottonwood and make sure that you can have 2 vehicles in the campground. And he and Stan and his girlfriend will come join me at Zuki-Palooza, and they'll bring their rig to run trails with. When I go to Zuki-Palooza, I don't always run the trails. My white tracker is my daily driver. So there's that. Okay, what else? You guys are still kind of there. Oh, I see Leanna's name and Catherine's names. Leanna, I hope you're doing good today. We keep praying for you. I've thought about you a lot. If I can't maneuver my shower, Leanna, I will check in with you. Because I'm hoping I can maneuver it at home today and that it's not too cold or windy. And if not, there's 2 other options. Leanna or going to work really early and paying $5 at the laundromat in St. John's. And so I would like to get a shower before I start work again Monday. What else do you need to know? Like I said, I'm not doing a big build out in the back. I'm trying to use what I already have, like I tell you guys to do. I did get a replacement tarp. It's very small. It's a 5 by 6 or 7. And I got some of those really strong suction cup things that I can use on the rig or on a window. And then I have new telescopic poles on their way so that I could have that. What else? Because of tarp, sometimes Flagstaff's Overland Expo, sometimes it's snowing. I mean, not snowing, but raining. And if it gets really wet, having a tarp is helpful. I might just take the Walmart tent that I have in storage. I might, if it fits in here with my lawn chair and stuff, I might just take it just in case. I don't know. I'm trying to make sure I manage my health. I'm at my turn. Trying to make sure I'm at my, that I manage my health and my diet. Ravens. As I'm doing what I'm doing. So, I am still basically carnivore. Now, sometimes I'll have a little fruit. I don't do, some people do well with potatoes. I don't. So, I notice though that if I'm doing fruit, and non-fruits can be squash, but they're still technically a fruit, squash or a few tomatoes. If I use them gently, I can have some of those when I just feel like I need. There's crap in the road. Somebody lost a tire. Looks like they shredded a tire. But yeah, I can do the fruit things better than I can do anything else. I did, now it'll be the second or third time that I bought baked chicken from the grocery store. I do watch the ingredients. Sanders does not use any corn products in theirs. But for an easy meal in a while, and Wendy loves her chicken and turkey and duck more than she likes other things. She likes her hamburger. Sometimes, especially when she doesn't feel good, I'll give her raw hamburger. But she's a little picky because I fed her good food when I first got her, you know. So yeah, here we are, driving a dirt road. You can probably, I can't see the phone enough. You can probably see how fast I'm driving. I drive right along because I know how to do it. And yes, if there was a problem, I would drop you guys like a hot potato. So, I woke up feeling good this morning, but wanting to sleep more. And Karma Kitty wanted in the house for a little while. I think Karma Kitty wanted Wendy to come play. So, Karma, because the weather's been better, he's just been staying outdoors at night lately. So that's changed. He got a huge rat the other night. You know, he tries to leave me some, as wanting to leave a present, which is lovely, but, you know, I have to clean him up. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna yawn. I want a sip of my coffee. Can I do that with you guys? Look, this is what I'm gonna do, is hold the steering wheel like that, stick the phone there, sip coffee. Okay, slow down. Sipped coffee and swap hands again. There we go. long, well-maintained dirt road. We've got some. This is a county-maintained dirt road, and there are semis that use this road. So, because of the semis and the business stuff, they really take pretty good care of this one. I could turn. This side is reservation. And this side is private property. Lots. But right here I know that these few big lots on this side, there's one 200-acre, another 100. No, I think just before my friend sold theirs, down in here's the property line. I think they had 200 as well. So there was a 200-acre and another 200-acre. These upcoming road starts Red Sky Ranch. I can show you that in a minute. And then I'm going to turn you around because I don't want you to know where I live. You can only know so much about where I live. Alright, I have to slow down here anyway. There's usually a lot of washboards. Oh no, he scraped it good this time. So right here at this intersection, it's private property and the road is in the wrong place. Okay? But right where that stick is, that's where Red Sky Ranch is on the, for you guys, on the right of that. So now I'm turning you around. So, and then where I'm driving now is another county maintained road with reservation land on this side and privately owned parcels of land on this side. Up until way past where I am, then there's another ranch community involved. Because a lot of new people don't even know that they're not in a ranch community. They're like on private land. I only know that because of a couple of things that happened recently. But whatever, you know, crap happens. Moving right along. So yeah, I'm trying not to let you know where I live. Because I don't need... Back when I was a new YouTuber, I used to tell everybody everything on the same day it was happening. And I had people hunt me down and find me. And it was sketchy. Like, scary sketchy. With... I was just checking if I'm going to say it wrong. With drunk men showing up in my camp. I've been watching you, and you my girlfriend. And I'm like, what the crap? No, who are you? I don't even know you. Oh, but we're such good. Yeah, no, we're not good friends like that. No. So, like I said, I keep an eye on this stuff. Have to protect myself a little bit. Yes, I will come back to looking at your comments at some point. Why don't you guys give me some questions I can answer? We are going to have, the phone is going to scroll again soon. Not yet, I got one more turn. And then it's going to scroll, and you're not going to be able to see me for maybe a minute. And then I should come right back. I've talked on the phone in that area before, and I know it works like that, so I'm pretty sure I won't lose you. That's coming up in a minute. Well, yes, leave me some questions. And now you get to see my lovely face for a minute. so you don't know where I'm turning. Because that's my way. Gotta take care of myself. Okay. And then I don't know if it'll. I might lose you up here in this next corner. I usually can get through the top of the hill pretty good. Miss Wendy bouncing around. Wendy knows where to stand, don't you, baby? Yeah, you know where to stand. It looks like it's a minute. Sorry, guys. By the way, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there and the fur mothers, fur baby mothers, and the adoptive mothers. It's all mothers, okay? I'm I'm rolling my eyes because to me mothers are mothers. So, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers. A mother is a mother. There's a truth and a definition. If you fit it, happy Mother's Day. Okay, I gotta get stuff out of the car. But first, let me show you the back porch, okay? It buffered again to do the porch trailer. So I think I have enough for that, guys. I think. Okay, let me turn you around. I'm going to set my keys where I never put them. And the back patio, can you see it already? All right. Look at what I got going on. Wendy, you going to come out back, honey? Look. Now, this screen is actually shade cloth. And it's what I had here on site. And no, it's not. You can see an imperfection. Can you see those holes right there? See those holes? They're not horrible, but I can take a black thread and needle and just tighten that up a little bit, and it will be good for a long time. So here I am again on a budget using what I already own, what I already have. It has made such a big difference in this space. Okay. Yes, it's a little cluttered and whatever out here. Jess has the stone almost all together there. He got it cut, and then he was like, he told me the other day he wants to pull it back out and level it and make it nicer again. But yes, look at how nice. Not very big, but who cares? Um, and yes, that little stove is cute, but I think I've decided I need to sell it. Why? Because the top of it's not large enough for me to cook on. Yes, those are little solar lights sitting on top of it right now. But the top of it's not big enough for me to cook on. It is so comfortable out here. Yes, my kind of a mess, a spring mess that needs to be cleaned up and landscaped again. But this is what's happening out here. So, and I have some more supplies. This, I got to get the tote covers on these so that the hot sun doesn't like bake them and ruin them before I can get them full. Hi, Wendy Woo. You're on the other side of the fence. Hold on, I'm coming. And yes, I have my shower bag right there on the top of that one for me to try to wash my hair later. Okay, today. And so, yeah, he's going to put trim on here. But, and because I actually have some actual rolls right here of real screen. He's using those two rolls and he's building me the two doors for here. Yay! Okay. See, I did get to show you. I did get to show you. Hi, Donna Kay. I need you guys are okay. Um, and I need to go get food out of the car that includes a block of ice. Still Let me turn back around to here. Still loving that cooler. It just works. It's the first time in my life I had something that great. So, okay, let's do this. And where are we at? Oh, I feel, I feel like sometimes I'm just so tired. Well, some of it, I have to give myself a little bit of a break. Some of it's the MS stuff, I'm pretty sure. Not all of it. Oh, look. Here's Wendy getting a drink. Yes, right now she's got that water jug is right over her water bowl, hers and the cat's. And then in her plate, yesterday, no, one day in the last couple of days, I made some hamburger rocks and she loves them. So, hamburger rocks, which are dehydrated hamburger, you can keep. And there's a little bit of egg and one of her chicken sweet potato things. Just asked me to put her outside. You want to go out back? Okay, hold on a minute. Hang on a minute. Let me get this phone. Go away. We're back at the cabin. Now, when I was driving before and you guys lost me all that time, that's what the Wii Boost was for. But in the process of the things I've been doing, I needed to sell the Wii Boost. The one I had, the phone had to go inside the cradle of it. And I needed the money to maneuver. So I sold it. And so I don't have a Wii Boost. I would love well, I should be careful saying that. I think I would like a cordless one, but they're $600. I don't want one that bad. I don't mind losing the connection. It's only when I'm talking to somebody. So let me go grab the ice and the meat out of the car, the tracker, and come right back because I don't want that to go bad. And then I can talk more because I can have it in the shade while I'm talking to you guys. Then I'll check your questions, okay? Okay, here I'm back. Oh, my leg doesn't want to do its normal thing. I have not figured out if it's stress or what that makes the MS. See, I had to block ice in here until I got back. And yes, I told you all I bought some baked thighs, chicken thighs. Hang on, Wendy. I heard you, big girl. I had some, what was it called the other day? Figs the other day. One, I thought I needed to go to the bathroom. I didn't. I could have avoided that. But I thought I needed some calcium and magnesium. And I got looking around. And one way to do calcium and magnesium is to eat figs. And I thought, well, I'll get a few and I'll have a few. And then I'll take care of that. So, okay. Oh. I need to drain the cooler, but I think I'm going to wait. I'm finished with the little steak I found at the market in St. the other day for $2.70. I feel like. Um, I need to drain the cooler. I guess the best, I can do this first. Um, yes, if you are going to buy one of the Ninja coolers, because they are the bomb, fabulous, fantastic, fabulous. Get block ice if you can get it, right? But they're so good now that they have the 30 quart with a handle on it, wheels on it. Get that one. I just already had, here at the cabin, I already had those roly plant stands. Wendy knows what I mean. They're little round things that you can put a heavy plant on that have wheels on the bottom. And I just set it on top of one of those. Wendy, would you like a piece of chicken with Mama? You want a piece of chicken? You didn't see that I got this when we went to the store because the res dogs were bothering you, and Mama was having trouble getting the groceries in the car because of the res dogs, remember? Because you usually know when I buy the chicken, don't you? And this was cold. Anyways, let me go look at, as I'm trying to get a snack here at the same time. You want a little piece, Wendy? Let's take this one out. I have a bowl right here. And Mommy's going to take a bite and put it in the bowl. You want a bite? Go ahead. Come have this. Come. It's the chickens. Okay. You guys are seeing me. Okay. Okay. Let's see. What do we got going on? I get to go. I don't know how far. It looks like I only go back a little ways. Yes, I'm hungry. Oh. I left my coffee in the car. I'll go get it after a minute. It'll be all right. Okay. I'm not seeing cues yet. Robert and Nancy, cues for congratulations, woohoo, debt free. Yeah, I feel that way too. You should have seen me Thursday. I'm going, whoa. You know, I'm calling a couple of people at odd times and, you know. Okay. Donna K, headed for Texas, stopped in to say goodbye, pray for a safe trip. Yes, Donna K. Safe travels, girl. You be careful, okay? One of the last times that I was over at a friend's house, I took some of this as hot chicken with me to their house, and it was so good. It was so good. It was so nice to have something kind of easy to eat. I know it's not beef, but chicken thighs are a little more fatty, and fat's good for us. So when I can get chicken thighs, I will get them. Here you go, Wendy. I know you love this. Here. You gonna take it? Or do you want the bone? Here. Look, if Mama holds it, you can scrape the meat. Come here. You can scrape the meat off the bone if I hold it. Come here, come get this one. This has all those, this piece that from a thigh. Wendy likes to scrape the, I don't know, is it lungs or something that's on it? Okay. See you next week, Donna Kay. I know I'm eating with you guys. You gonna eat it? Come here. Wendy, come please. Come please. Come. Come please. Come please. Come get this. There you go. Good, come. Yeah, here. You don't want it? You want to save it for later? Okay, Mama put it in your bowl. All right. So what's going on with you guys? Boy, was Sanders, everybody was saying, Happy Mother's Day, Happy Mother's Day. Like it was a big, big deal to them. I guess I was a little surprised. I didn't realize it was such a big deal to some cultures, but it definitely was for them. Good girl, Wendy. Wendy's getting her. I wasn't able to afford avocados, and sometimes avocados are fruit again, and sometimes I can afford them, sometimes I can't. I'm not buying an avocado for $2.50 each, and they're that big. I'm just not doing it. So last week before, last time I was up in Sanders at Bash's, they were 3 for $1, and I bought 3 of them, and I really enjoyed it. So I took the risk and bought, it's not just avocado, but it's a really simple ingredient guacamole. So I bought one. It's got a little kick to it. It's a little spicy, but part of being on lion diet so long, I missed flavors a lot. So doing things like this helped me have flavors. And I found that my bathroom habits and everything stayed pretty good. So there you go, Beth. That sounds good. I don't usually buy rotisserie chickens. Well, and I say don't usually, because when I read the ingredients, first off, there's, I'm going to exaggerate, but like 75 ingredients or something, and why would I do that? But, every once in a while you want a quick meal, and especially if you're traveling or something, and just like everybody else in the world, I get tired and I want somebody else to fix me food or something. So sometimes I do that. Sometimes I get those siete taco shells and crunch them up and pretend they're like a chip of some kind. And I can have the sour cream. Oh, I found this brand, Tillamook. Tillamook. Cream cheese doesn't have carrageenan in it. Its ingredients are cultured pasteurized milk and cream. I wish it was raw, right? But pasteurized skim milk and sea salt. That's it. So I can have this. So I bought a couple before because they keep pretty good down in the drawer of the cooler. And because cream cheese lasts kind of a longish time. And this and sour cream, I don't have any trouble with. Sometimes I just eat a small tub of sour cream as a meal by itself. Um, I a little bit am processing, thinking through what's a good way to say it, right? But thinking through a little bit how I can be eating more what I would call biblical as well as animal based, because I think there's something to that. And in historically, um, in biblical stuff, you would have eaten a little more bread, but you'd be way closer to the source. And on Sabbath, somewhere along the line, they would make bread, which they actually call it challah. I may not say that right, but whatever. It has eggs, especially egg yolks, but eggs and milk in it. Now, not always milk, but you don't make challah for Passover because it puffs up and becomes leavened. But I tried it while I was playing around with sourdough stuff. And by the way, I like the old cowboy sourdough methods better. Um, it keeps without a refrigerator, so simply. Um, but challah bread was the Jewish culture's answer to, we want to remember when God fed us with manna in the desert. And this is a similar flavor. And so that's why challah became part of the Jewish religion and culture's Sabbath food. It could be made ahead of time. You could just eat it plain. You could eat it with butter if you were into that. They're very careful in the Old Testament food law way. They're very careful about not mixing the meat and the milk together, because it would be cruel if you were boiling a kid in its mother's milk. That's the why of that. So they might make their challah, a lot of people make their, or families, make their challah with eggs and no milk. So that if they choose to make a sandwich out of it and have like a roast beef sandwich or something, it would be okay because there's no milk in it. But it evidently tastes better if you use eggs and milk or cream or whatever. But then you would be limited to using cheese or butter or something. Or like a standard in Jewish tradition and foods would be cream cheese and lox, which is cream cheese and salmon like on a bagel, right? Now a bagel doesn't have all the challah ingredients, but a bagel, you can make sourdough bagels. A bagel is you make the shape and you boil it, and then after it boils, you let it dry out, and you bake it, and that's how you end up with a bagel. What you want? You want to go out, Fred? Okay, I'll put you out. You know what? Mama bought you Chewies, but I haven't finished cleaning the stuff out of the car. When I come get the other stuff, I'll get you a Chewy. So, okay, I don't know why I got off on that, but I did. Because, oh, wait a minute. Because the, challah, I tried making it a couple of times. I'm not braiding mine. I'm not Jewish, okay? And I'm not, well, not that I know of. And I'm not religiously, I'm not like Jewish faith, but I believe in following those Old Testament things, so, or biblical things. So I kind of am aiming for getting my diet back in line with what I notice is more biblical. So, whatever. Okay, anyways, that's where I'm going. And so I don't have a good source of salmon here. I did have a couple of old cans of salmon here. They weren't that good. They were really pretty old. But I still have them. And so I could be having um, salmon and cream cheese. Did that all come from me having found clean cream cheese? No. I won't use Philly brand because they put carrageenan in it. Carrageenan coming from seaweed messes up my system big time. I don't think we need all those extra things. So keep it simple. Use what you have. Do what you can. Try to keep yourself healthy. I mean, I don't know what else to say. Pray for friends, family, people that you don't even know. Pray for just people. Somehow prayer and the things we speak are really creative. And yes, I'm still hungry. I could eat more than what I ate. Okay. Thank you, Leanna. I see that. No. Hi, Jer. Hi, Jamal. Yes, only unleavened bread for Passover, right? Yep. I'm not that strict with my kosher stuff. I do believe that we ought to, when we kill an animal, because there came a point in history where killing an animal for our survival was a thing, became a thing. I think that we should, when we should butcher with love and care and concern and gratefulness. So, um, I think a lot of things. Okay, I am hungry, guy. I am. I'm sorry. I'm eating with you, but whatever. Anyway, so I'm not quite as strict as like Beth was helping explain the kosher thing. I'm not that strict, but I do understand the reasoning behind why those traditions started. So, whatever. Oh, there you go. That's why, Beth. Okay. Yep. So, I did manage to get, I'm going to have to repackage these. But can you guys see how nice and fatty these are? They had, yes, it cost me money. Of course it did. Um, this is 3 pounds of meat, and unfortunately, it was $7.69 a pound. So it's $23 worth of meat there. But I will probably cut these in half and put them each in separate bags, and then I can take them for lunch. I can whatever, and then I bought a whole frozen package of chicken gizzards and livers that I can make with rice for Wendy's food. She loves those, so there's that thing going on. I want to eat another piece of chicken. I want to go get my coffee too. Wendy's out playing with Karma. Uh-huh. I'm not tired. What am I feeling that I keep saying I'm tired? I need to stop doing that because that's creative too. I feel I feel that my energy feels low. I feel like I could rest a little bit longer. Mm. Oh, hi, Mary. I see that you're coming in late. Mary, did you get the news? Thursday, I became debt free. Woohoo! I told a little story earlier. You can go back and catch the replay to catch the little extra info. Um, I know I'm eating on camera. But yeah, it feels like my energy's a little low right now. So, of course, I didn't eat. Um, and my coffee's up in the car. I feel unrested. I don't know. Sounds good, G. I don't have a good explanation for it. Um, like it feels like sometimes things there is a fatigue that comes with MS, but I keep trying to say it's not my MS, right? Who knows? So, um, but it's nice to know you're there, G. Um, G, have you made it back to Oregon yet? And when I eat this way, this is all I'm having. It's not unusual to eat a pound or two of meat in a day if that's all you're eating. Now, when I have other things, when I'm on a not cheat, I don't like the word cheat day because it's not like I'm doing it like that. Um, but when I'm having a day when I'm eating more fruit or more something else, um, uh, or when I might have a really clean sourdough or something, um, um, I might not eat 2 pounds of meat, but it's not unusual if all you're eating is meat. One of those steaks might be a pound. That's whatever. Yeah. Mhm. Very good. Good, good. I I wonder if I shot myself in the foot by getting a diagnosis, but my whole life I just kept going, what is wrong with me? What is wrong with me? Why am I like this? I'm the only one I know. Yeah. And now I know other people, right? But mm, um I had been having a lot of muscle spasms, and I was hunting for a clean way that I could have a food, possibly a food from history that might have been biblical, right? Or at least from the biblical time period, that would give me the electrolytes and calcium and stuff like that, right? So I was like, what could I have? And I found figs. And I went, oh, well, I could get figs and I could get dry figs and keep them around. I just need to not eat a handful of figs, just a couple of figs. But, when you didn't have, the other day, I didn't have any food here at all, but I had the figs and I ate almost a whole small package of figs. And then, of course, you had to go to the bathroom. I mean, that's a thing. But had I made sourdough, I could have crushed up one or two figs and put it in sourdough and ended up with a fig Newton like thing. I could have done that. I just didn't. But anyways, what else? Yeah. Mhm. I was surprised, G, at the amount, the really serious good amount of things like calcium and magnesium and potassium in figs. And I just went, that'll be the new medicine kicking around my house because that's much easier to maneuver than something else. And come on, I did do the steroid treatment. That was pills that kill all the gut bacteria, the good ones and the bad ones. So, uh, you know, I've been a little bit feeling like I wonder. I have been a little bit. Wait a minute. That didn't sound like good English to me. I have been wondering lately what my life's going to be like now. Who am I going to be? What am I? You know, when Overland Expo said, "Come on, Lesa, we want you there. Please come." And we're trying to put you in the showcase. Just not 100% sure where we're putting you yet. I was like, "Okay." She goes, "You're so small, I can put you anywhere. So be ready in case I can." I was like, "Okay." But it's sort of like as I went out and took the nap in the tracker yesterday with Wendy, we were doing some work in it, cleaning, figuring out where I was putting my tools. You know, what was I going to do for my bathroom because I gave Jack my Instaprivy kit because he didn't have anything. The Instaprint Paul and Sheila are scheduled to be there at Expo. I will probably end up with a new Instaprivy kit. I hope they have one with the pink logo for me. I want the pink logo. Anyway, um, but you know, as I was doing some of those things yesterday, I was just like, what do I want to do? Who do I want to be? I feel like I'm getting tired more quickly. But I think it's a very appropriate and normal, you know, I feel a little bit more like I can be myself. And like some of these plans I had for this cabin and the property and keeping it simple here as well. The things I bought, there aren't a lot of things I want to get rid of. There's a few, but I did pretty good, you know, purchasing things while I've been working that were for both the vehicle and for the cabin. And so I like to live with as much of the same stuff and process. So it is a little bit of a thing, but you know, it's nice to be able to realize I still am aiming towards something and I kind of know what I'm aiming toward and I kind of don't. Um, but it feels more like me again. And then I start to see me and I start to see my eyes clearing up. I start to see that my being looks more like the Lesa I've known. Yeah, I got white hair, you know. I'm 60. How old am I now? 66? Whatever I am. My oldest sister, she and I have talked off and on since my mother passed. My oldest sister is 70. I was just like, whoa, whoa. I'll be there soon. But it's just sometimes it just feels like I don't know what I'm doing, right? Like, but yet it's coming together, so it's okay. It'll be okay. It's all gonna be all right. So, oh, cool, cool, Mary. Please let me know. You can text me. You know that. So, yeah, too much of a good thing isn't good for you. Yeah, but sometimes you don't know what's the good. I guess it's all relative, right? So I'm hearing Wendy calling me again. Guys, do we have any more like real questions or anything for now? Next Sunday, I will be nearing the end of the event for Overland Expo West. Um, I'm going to do the live there. I don't know what it's going to look like because I won't know till I get there. Okay. I don't know who will be around, but I'm sure we'll figure out something we can talk about. And I love my Overland Expo family. We just clicked. There's so many of them that travel in their vehicles or live in their vehicles, but also they're just real people. And then there's a small group of them who have always been world travelers, and I just connect with them even better. We can share stories and stuff, and it's like when we talk, the world travelers and I, it's like, yeah, and when I did blah blah blah, and they're like, yeah, right there with me. We understand the experiences, we understand the differences with people and stuff like that. So I'm kind of excited to go and to get back to sleeping in the tracker. I'm not 100% sure that I want to sleep in the tracker, not tractor. Um, I love hammock camping, and I think when I'm not feeling well with this MS, autoimmune, whatever, I think that sleeping in the hammock heals me up faster. And so I might need to work at being able to sleep in a hammock more. And we'll have to see what happens. I know one year the Adventure Hammock Systems company was going to give me a half price deal on the hammock stand, and then they turned me down. And it was all weird because one of my followers was going to pay for the thing for me, and she called them, and they were not nice to her on the phone. So I don't know what that was all about, but let's hope this year some of that is different. I know I'm able to get two hammock stands for the price of one if I would order it from China. But why do I want to do that when there's an American company that's making them and a family that I've met and know? I don't know them like I know you guys, but I do know them. So let's hope that somehow I figure something out. I mean, I'd love to have a hammock stand that would fit in my backpack so that if my engine blew again and I had to walk away with the backpack, that I'm not leaving a bunch of expensive things behind. But I don't know what's possible. So we'll just have to wait and see. So, okay, guys, I'm going to end it. You guys got to see the patio. Mary, if you missed it, go watch the watch the replay later on when you have time. Um, because I did show them what's starting to happen out there. Yeah, the space is small, but so's the cabin. And okay, so I didn't like double the space by doing that, but already using that shade cloth as the screening, the wind is less. It's like not as cold, but it's also not as hot in the sun. I'm really happy. And Jess is doing a great job. I'm so grateful that God put Jess in this situation to be able to help. So, all right, we will see you next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. I'll be in a different place, and we'll see what happens. And I'd love to see you, Mary, if that works out in Flagstaff. All right, Cool beads. See y'all later. Have a good week. Everybody pray for everybody. We know how that is, especially for Leanna when she told us that she has been told that she has cancer and that she needs to decide whether she's ready to go or whether she wants more life. That's kind of her decision. And so pray for her and for clarity and whatever. I love Leanna's been wonderful to me. Anyways, see y'all next week. Ciao.